Well, I'm Jeff, and this is my wife, Karen. It's a real honor to be with you. And we became followers of Jesus when we were in high school, and that really changed everything about how we looked at life. We started asking ourselves a whole new set of questions. Questions like, what does life want from me? What does this environment need in order to be made whole? What is it that needs repair? We started as interns here at Eastside. We went on a short-term trip. We spent 2 months in Chile.
And it was there that I think God really solidified in my heart that I wanted to be able to always be available to do what God would want me to do. And so from that point, a verse that became kind of like a life verse for me was Psalm 119:19. And it says, I'm a stranger. And some versions say traveler on this earth. So don't hide your commands from me. And so that's been my prayer. No matter where I am on this earth, I'm always just a traveler until I meet you one day in heaven. And so that's really what Jeff and I felt called to go to Chile then, and spent some time in Costa Rica in language school, and then devoted 7 years to just planting new churches in Chile. Our heart is to get other people excited to go so he can continue to send his church and use us as vessels in that process.
I love what Garrison Keillor once said. He says, I can't do much, but this much I must do. And what does he mean by that? As followers of Jesus, we can't do everything, but we can do something, and that's something we must do. And you know what? It really begins with an invitation. When we first went out, at least when I first went out, on my very first trip, I had a friend, a very good friend of mine. He really reached across the aisle and said, hey Jeff, what do you think about spending a few months of our summer in Chile? And I said, why not? Let's do this. So perhaps that's what you need to do right now. Perhaps you just need to reach across and tap that person on the shoulder, that good friend, and say, hey, let's spend a few weeks, a few months, and who knows, that may turn into a few years and to some incredible chapters in your life, and seeing how God would use you to extend his message of amazing grace.